Hey yogis, Bernadette here. I wanted to talk about a little breathing thing today because this has come up multiple times recently with a few different students and different yogis that I've talked to. And it's just about Ujjayi breathing and particularly Ujjayi exhale. So when we practice Ujjayi, and I'll just go over the basics of it first. When we practice Ujjayi, it's almost like you feel like you're breathing in and out through your mouth, but it's actually coming in and out through your nose. So one of the ways that I've learned to teach Ujjayi is if you have trouble sensing that gentle contraction in the back of the throat. Basically, we're creating a valve in the back of our throat so that we can regulate the flow of inhale and exhale. Okay, and so it kind of, some people describe it like it sounds like the ocean or it sounds like Darth Vader. I think the sound of the ocean is such a beautiful image. So what happens is we're creating a little constriction in the back of our throat so that we can, it's like a valve so that we can regulate the flow of breath, right? So especially once we start to work on breath adaptations or pranayama exercises and we're lengthening our inhale and exhale, stuff like that, it helps us to control the pacing of our breathing. So a way to try Ujjayi to begin with is just on exhale is if you keep your mouth open for a couple seconds and then close your lips about halfway through your exhale, and then you'll feel, it still feels like you're breathing out your mouth, but your lips are closed and it's coming out your nose. So we could just try it together. So let's just take a breath in and then exhale out through your mouth for a couple seconds and then close your lips about halfway through. I don't know if you can hear the sound. I'll do it a little bit louder so that you guys can hear. So it's just a big inhale. And then exhale through your mouth and then close your lips after a couple seconds. So you can still feel that gentle constriction on the back of the throat and hear that little sound. And I won't go into all the total details about how loud or how soft, we can talk about that another time. But what I've had from a few yogis this week is that sometimes people have trouble with the exhale portion and feeling like they're not getting enough power on exhale or feeling like they're not able to actually regulate the flow on exhale. So I just wanted to offer, you can always go back to just that basic of establishing your Ujjayi. And especially if you're having trouble on Ujjayi exhale, go back to closing, doing a open mouth exhale or a pursed lip exhale. And then closing your lips part of the way through. And just feeling the rest of that Ujjayi come out through your nose. So go ahead and try that if that feels okay for you. And then over time, what you can do, here's the thing, is that we have our whole life to practice this yoga stuff. Okay, so we don't have to perfect it right now this second. But this is just a little trick. If you're having trouble with your exhale, or you're having trouble especially with Ujjayi exhale, just go back to having your lips open for the first couple seconds, closing your lips, letting the rest of that Ujjayi, rest of that exhale come out your nose. You'll feel it in the back of the throat. And so it's like the second part of the exhale is an extension of that first part. So that's always something little that you can try. Or if you feel like you're not getting the power of your exhale, that's another way to just reestablish. And on exhale, if you engage your belly muscles, exhale through your mouth for a little bit and then close your lips. And then keep that exhale going as if it's still through your mouth. And then over time, that'll retrain your breath to be able to just inhale, exhale through your nose. So I hope that's helpful. I just wanted to bring that up because that came up a few times this week. And so if anybody else is wondering about that, and if you're struggling with your breath, that's just a nice way to go back to the basics and retrain so that you can feel that power of exhale. You can feel that regulated breath on exhale. And then over time, you'll train yourself to just be back to your nose breathing with your Ujjayi. So I hope that's helpful. And one of the little things you can try, and I tried this today with a student, was if you do half your exhale through your mouth and then close your lips, finish the rest of the exhale through your nose. and then keep that same length of exhale, but just begin to shorten the time that your mouth is open. So if you're doing an 8-second exhale and you do 4 seconds out through your mouth and then the rest of the 4 seconds out through your nose, and then go to 2 seconds through your mouth, 6 seconds through your nose, so that you're like gradually progressing to that full nose exhale Ujjayi. That's a way, again, to just like gently retrain your breath to feel a little bit more natural on that Ujjayi exhale. So I hope that's helpful. Just a little crash course in Ujjayi today. Crash course in, if you're having trouble, especially on exhale, that's what you can do. If anyone has any questions about your breath, leave me a comment below and I'll either do another video or we can just talk about it on DMs. And that's it. I wish you guys the best rest of your day. Don't ever force or rush your breath. Just be easy with it. Let it feel simple. And this is a little trick that you can try to just gradually work with your breath to get it back to that place where you want it for your practice, which is full Ujjayi in and out through your nose. All right, so thank you and wish you a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.